Hey guys, it's Gear Jim here, and today I'm going to show you the Shadowhawk X800 flashlight. You know, I looked around on YouTube a little bit and I didn't see any reviews from any real users anywhere, and I just got this as a gift yesterday actually, so I thought I'd give you guys a quick look at the X800 flashlight. You can see I've got my little SUREFIRE here, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but let me just quickly unbox this and show you what's inside. Everything is already assembled, so you know, I've taken all the packaging and done my own unboxing already, so this isn't a brand new unboxing, but that's okay. So we've got this little case here. It's a plastic case, and it has a lanyard on it. And inside we have the famed X800 flashlight. Dun dun dun! You can see that it's got the Shadowhawk, the X800. It's got the zoom specifications on there. And what else do we have in here? Let's see. We have a charger. Quick note about this charger. I was looking at a thread about this flashlight. There's a lot of internet hype about this, as I'm sure you know if you're looking at this. I was looking at a thread on Reddit about this flashlight, and someone said that that this turned green when it was fully charged. My experience is when I plug this guy in, when I put the battery in here, which I'll show you right now, it's I believe a 3.7 volt lithium ion battery. I believe there's no markings on it. My experience is that I ran it all night and it was still red. The battery was fully charged. I checked it with a voltmeter. I think it was about, like I said, about 3.7 volts. Also, as part of this thread that I saw, it seems as though it's supposed to be brighter with the lithium ion battery, a little more amperage behind it. So that's why I decided to test it with that. This is the configuration with the 3 AAA. It's still pretty, it's not a huge difference. It's a little bit brighter with the AAA. Again, I got this yesterday, so these are just preliminary tests. But fits in a little sleeve there, goes in like that. Seems to work pretty well. But so this was given to me as a gift, and I don't think there are very many of them floating around right now. As a matter of fact, as far as I can tell, I haven't seen any user reviews on YouTube on this yet. So I'm kind of happy to be the first YouTube review that I can find on this. There's bound to be others in the very near future, but I think that these are a little bit scarce at the moment. So I'm just going to give you a quick look and overview of that. What I did was I've got a video where I took this flashlight and compared the beam patterns basically and the brightness factor. Now I want to be super clear about what this flashlight is. When I'm referring to the SUREFIRE in the video that you'll see where I'm comparing them, this is an E1B, not an EB1. There are 2 different models that look exactly the same. This is a very good light. I've had this for a long time, and as you can see, it's been through the ringer. This one's actually been run over by a car, perhaps more than once. Long story, but it was not a test. It was real world, but and it held up great. This is after also being dunked in the snow for about 3 days, and then run over by a car. So I'm a big fan of SUREFIRE lights. Bought my first 6P probably 20 years ago. So this is the E1B, which is 110 lumens on its high setting. E1B 110. It's important because if you're thinking that this is one of the newer model EB1s, which is I believe 300 lumens, it's not. So that's an important comparison. The reason I use this is because this is one of the lights that I knew that was a known configuration in terms of lumens. SUREFIRE is pretty trustworthy in terms of their lumen ratings. Lumens are a whole subject in and of themselves, as some of you guys might know. So I just wanted something that, this was my sort of control, so to speak. This X800 is supposed to be around 800 lumens, according to the websites and all the internet hype. That's what the 800 is for, 800 lumens. So I'm going to cut over to the video where I show you the patterns next to each other. I'm going to say that I overall like this light, and I don't know. Check it out and see what you think. Okay, first you will see the SUREFIRE. To give the camera a chance to adjust a little bit there. Here is the X800. I'm going to try to get a pattern similar to the SUREFIRE here, about the same size. Here they are side by side. This is the X800 on the left and the SUREFIRE on my right. This, you'll see, goes from this square lens to full expansion. You're not going to be able to see on the camera, but it goes very, very broad at distance. Here are the modes. Slightly dimmer, slightly dimmer, strobe, SOS, back to full. Okay, so we're back from the quick video with me showing you kind of how the X800 compares to the SUREFIRE E1B, which is 110 lumens. And you kind of get a feel for that. I'm going to say that I like the way this feels in the hand. I like this, the edge knurling here. I like the way it feels. I'd say this is going to prove to be a good car light, perhaps a good bedside light, as long as it's durable. I think for the money, it's pretty decent. This sort of the kind of lens that they put in these, the Cree lenses that are square when you look at them without focus. I'm not crazy about those as compared to some. I've been spoiled from years of being a SUREFIRE user. They're bright, and they're pretty good, but when you pull out on the focus a little bit and you round out that square image, then they works really well. One other thing I'll tell you about this that is not apparent from the video is that when you go to full zoom out to I guess it's the 2000, this setting right here, when that's kind of how that works, but when you go to its full capacity in terms of height and width, in terms of the circumference of the circle, it is huge and it is pretty bright. I'd say lighting a large area is one of its strongest points. When I first got it, we were lighting backyard about, I'd say 50 feet away, and you were easily able to see from the bottom of to the very top of what was probably a 75, 100-foot tree. So those photos that you see where it's lighting the whole side of a multi-story building, that is plausible. I think those photos are probably real. From my experience with them, they don't look doctored. So it's super bright, and then you've got this zoom factor here. So it's not magic or anything. So, but it's kind of fun having one of these, especially with all the being having been into flashlights for years, and then having all the internet hype that's floating around right now. It's kind of fun having one, and I think it's going to be a useful tool as long as it proves to be durable and continues to function. I think it's going to be a good light for years to come. Price factor, you'll have to decide for that for yourself, whether the the $56, or if you buy multiples you get them cheaper, is worth it for you. But I like it. I like it. So this is Gear Nut Jim signing off. Have a good one.